Right now to Congressman Michael McCaul. He is the House Foreign Affairs Committee chairman. Chairman, it's always good to see you. You know, we're always in this conundrum, right, sir, where these attacks continue. They're running now at about 10 times the rate of our responses to those attacks. But the options are few. To hear the administration tell it, you can't go after Iran itself or attack points in Iran. Closest we've come is to hitting outposts in northern Iraq. So what do you do?
Well, so as you indicate, we've had over 90 attacks on our troops in Iraq and Syria from Iran-backed militias. And for the most part, that's gone without any response. We've only had 5 response attacks to that. I agree with General Jack Keane that if you want to provide that deterrence that's necessary, they only understand one thing in this part of the world, and that's force. And if you want true deterrence, you have to provide that response force. Now, I give the administration credit for putting the carrier strike group in the Eastern Mediterranean, also in the Persian Gulf, and also the 2 destroyers in the Red Sea to intercept these Houthi rebel, rockets. That is providing deterrence. But I think Iran's looking at this. They see the deterrent value of those ships in the waters, but they do question our resolve. And I think our inability to respond to their attacks is making them question it that much more.
But, you know, when we talk about going right after Iran, and you go short of going right into Iran, don't you think, Chairman, Iran knows that, and its various proxies know that, and they say, well, whoop-de-doo, we're going to keep doing what we're doing.
And that's why they have proxies, Neil. I mean, look, the United States military is not authorized by Congress to attack Iran in the country of Iran. We can respond in self-defense when they attack our troops. And so this is under Article 2 of the Constitution. My committee has the authorization of use of military force. We are looking at, should we include these Iran proxies like Hezbollah, like Hamas, like the Houthi rebels, because right now they don't have that authority. Now, I would never recommend attacking Iran within its own borders. I think that would be a tremendous escalation that's not necessary here, because the main goal is to contain Hamas in Gaza and make sure this doesn't escalate. We don't want to see Hezbollah in Lebanon shooting 100,000 rockets and overloading the Iron Dome, and then the United States and our allies have to get really involved in this, which, quite frankly, we already are.
So our various allies and even allies in the region seem to know that Iran just does this sort of thing, and we put up with this sort of thing. And again, to your point of not going into Iran itself, and I certainly understand that, who's to say that others aren't continuing to feed this beyond Iran in the hope of getting us to get sort of bogged down in these tertiary attacks on, fleas that might be funded by Iran?
And it's all backed by Iran. It's also backed by Russia and China. I mean, they're all in this together. I think that should be a very strong point to make. And as we look at this national security supplemental, all these threats are really tied together. If we show weakness here and invite more aggression from Iran, I believe that would be a mistake. I think Reagan talked about peace through strength. So we have to show strength, deterrence, to get them to stop being so provocative in the region. And, again, that force protection and also questioning our resolve is very important right now to demonstrate that in the region to avoid an escalation. I don't think Iran wants us to escalate into war or Hezbollah, but they want to bog us down here. And to your point, Neil, no one loves us more than Putin, and nobody loves us more than Chairman Xi in China. They think this is a major distraction from their efforts to look at Europe and the Pacific as they calculate their next move.
Got it, Chairman. Thank you very much.